You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the second half of the Factor Uncensored. A retired couple is living full-time on a cruise ship, full-time for $43 a day. We wanted to figure out how they did it. Take a look.
So Leslie, obviously you're the travel expert here. Is this even possible to live on a cruise ship for $43 a day during your retirement, as we saw with this couple out of Seattle? They decided to do that.
It absolutely is, because cruising is such a great value. You know, if you work with a great travel advisor, they can help you find the type of itinerary that will get you that type of price. So yeah, everything is included. As much as you want is included. Your meals.
But how long can
your
you stay? Will they let you stay? How long? It's like, okay, it's been a month. You've got to
Oh, no,
go.
they'll let you stay as long as you're willing to pay, honestly, when it comes down to it, because they have world cruises, actually, that goes for like 120 days, or you can do a lot of back-to-backs. So you can go on different itineraries, so just different ships, or you can stay on the same ship that does a grand voyage and goes to so many different continents and different countries. So yes, they will let you stay as long as you're willing.
Wow. And so what about when they're switching from one group of passengers to another? They have to clean rooms. Do they just say, clean your own room? You know, you live here now.
Right. So basically, when you do back-to-back sailings or on what they call the grand voyages, so you can stay on the ship, and while everyone's disembarking and the new set of passengers are embarking, you can stay in your room, because the idea is to be able to have the same room for the entire time. If you book early enough, you can actually do that and have the same exact room, so you never have to pack up and repack unless you're changing ships. In that case, then of course, you go through the same process.
Now, this retired couple in Seattle did that. Have you ever heard of anyone else permanently living on a cruise ship?
I have. I can't remember which cruise line it was, but there was a couple who had been living on a ship for like 5 years or something like that, that I met on a cruise several years ago. So yes, it's been done. It makes a lot of sense. If you ask me, it makes a lot of sense.
And would it be feasible now with the housing market that we're seeing? Many retirees, obviously, they may have homestead and all of that already protecting them from higher taxes. But for those who may want to get out of a house or don't want to buy a house, would this be feasible for them?
Absolutely. Anything's possible. And not just with cruise ships, people are retiring in different parts of the world and living in different communities in different countries because it is less expensive. But as far as a cruise ship, it's a great way to go. I mean, you have service, and you've got meals every day, and you've got entertainment, you're seeing great places, and you're really getting to know the crew, and they treat you like family when you're there for so long as well. So it's
and that
really
was going to be my
option.
next question. You won't be getting side-eyed from some people on that crew like, we are so damn tired of them. Why don't they
not
go
at all.
home?
Not at all. The couple I met several years ago, the crew just treated them like family. They treated them like gold, because they were literally living out their golden years on this cruise ship, which I thought was just the most amazing thing. And why not? I mean, you really get to know the crew. If you cruise regularly, you get to know the crew on the same certain ships anyway. And they look forward to seeing their guests back. And the guests look forward to seeing the same crew members back, especially after the pandemic when they stopped sailing for so long. So yeah, it's a great thing to have them, on board, and they're just going to be treated like gold when they're there that long. Absolutely.
And that was my next question. The pandemic, obviously, for those who did it during the pandemic, there had to be a break. Or if there is one of these outbreaks on a ship, what would they temporarily put them in different living quarters, or not living quarters, but somewhere else to stay until the boat is sanitized? How does that work typically?
Sure. In that case, if someone tested positive, God forbid, they're usually quarantined to their room. If they're out at sea or what have you. And then it really does help with having travel protection, of course. That's one reason to have travel protection. But as far as getting you to a hotel back in the States or whichever country you're in, to be able to continue your quarantine there, because obviously they don't want to infect the rest of the ship. No one wants to catch COVID, of course, but they really do take good care of you, because the goal is to minimize the spread as much as possible. And they've done an amazing job. I've done 8 cruises in since August, and they've done an amazing job as far as the COVID protocols and keeping keeping everything clean and making sure everyone's safe as they can.
You really like those cruises, huh? 8 since August.
Yes, I'm going on another one next month. I can't wait.
Well, we thank you for your time. And for those who would like to get some advice from you, where can they find you?
Sure. I'm at 713-491-4989, or my website is jetsettersvacations, just change it, jetsettersvacations.com. And also on Facebook, CP Jetsetters.
All right, Leslie, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.